70 Vestry is located probably on the last really great remaining site in Tribeca today, and that's what really attracted us to that site. Tribeca is really great because, first of all, it's located on the water. It's the waterfront sites that really are the ones that are in most demand, and this is the best site that's left.
What a great site. It's big, it's a block-long site. We're able to make a big building with a courtyard, a drive-in courtyard, and it gives you a great sense of arrival. I like to think of myself mostly as a modern traditionalist, so one can go back to go forward. Insofar as it relates to the site, the design of the building has two really important references. One is the Hudson River, the park in the river, the sparkle of the water. The other thing the building will relate to is the architecture of Tribeca. But the irony of the architecture of Tribeca is that it doesn't come to the river, typically. The great Tribeca buildings are a block or so east of the river. So we're bringing Tribeca to the river. So we wanted to create something that had that robust scale, but with a little more refinement, a little more elegance, maybe a lot more elegance and refinement. We took a great deal of care with selecting the stone, and we picked a French limestone, which is called Beaumonier. It has a kind of pink glow, which I think will be particularly fabulous as the sun sets over the Hudson, which brings in a kind of warm orangey color all year round. And so this building will really glow in its setting. I love the stone. I love the kind of slightly chunky proportions of the building, which I think gives it a certain toughness, and we're playing and taking advantage of the river. There are many incredible places to read the Sunday paper and entertain. I'm not saying I'm the only architect who pays attention, but I pay a lot of attention to those things.
The building that Bob Stern designed, I find to be a very elegant, very strong building, and I wanted those elements to inform the interior design. The fact that the building is on the Hudson River, I just thought you face the sunset, and it just makes my job easier on one level because the views are going to be spectacular. But at the same time in New York, I think the biggest luxury is to be insulated, to be cocooned. You want to come home from this tough city and feel like you're, home and you're taken care of. There's a lot of raw oak, and I just felt that it was a very elegant material, but the way we used it wasn't polished, wasn't stained, sort of informal, more inviting, in a way more downtown. We wanted to use less flashy versions of marbles and, incorporated some interesting artist-designed furniture pieces sprinkled around as accents. I think the developer Related has come up with an amazing amenity package, and having a floor of great gym, squash court, the swimming pool, sauna, and on top of that, you can go to a cafe and make a coffee. There's a library you can sit and read. There's a billiard room, and then they have a playroom for kids. All of this adds up to adding that extra room that every person wants to have in New York.
I really believe that the future of New York is really on the west side, and I think that today 70 Vestry is right in the middle of all the action